This is NDTV. And you're watching NDTV Hindu.
This is the late night news on NDTV Hindu and I'm Evelyn Matthew. A look at our top stories tonight. Tamil Nadu government discloses details of Nalini's call records to the United Kingdom, Sri Lanka and Tamil Nadu.
She should be shifted from Vellore prison to some other prison safely.
The Kanchi temple murder case is falling flat. 50 of the 83 prosecution witnesses turn hostile.
Nearly 100 witnesses have been examined and nearly half of the witnesses have been turned hostile.
Supreme Court issues notices to 6 DMK ministers on a petition challenging their discharge in corruption cases. Sunanda Pushkar hits out, says her private life has nothing to do with the IPL controversy. It's going to be a face-off between Sachin and Dhoni on Sunday. Astrologers say Dhoni's men will beat Mumbai for the IPL Cup. IPL fans all over the world bowled over by Facebook. And let's hear it from Captain Cool's hottest date.
He's going on in his own ways. I'm going on in my ways.
Our top story, the director of a Tamil magazine was detained by the police in the evening. The director, Varadarajan, says that a conspiracy has been hatched against him. And for more details on this, we're now joined on the phone line by our political reporter, Shabir Ahmed. Shabir, what details can you really add to this at this point?
High drama here at near the judge's residence now because just a short while ago the police confirmed, the Chennai City Police confirmed that they have arrested the director of Kumudam, and now they are on their way to produce him before a magistrate, and then he will be taken to the Pulal prison in a short while from now. But here the entire media is gathered outside the judge's residence, and apart from that, media owners have also gathered here. And just a short while ago, we spoke to Mr. Varadarajan. Mr. Varadarajan very clearly refuted the charges leveled against him. He said that for the past 3 years, he has been picked by the police, and they have been taking him all over the city, and they have been not informed him that why he is being detained and what is the reason. And then he says that it's a conspiracy hatched against him because their co-director, Mr. Jawahar Palniyappan, wanted Kumudam to be Kumudam magazine to be handed over to him, but he has refused. It's an infighting which is happening within the Kumudam family. But right now, action has been taken against him upon the complaint given by the chief reporter, Mr. Tirvangi Saranan, a few days ago, and based upon the complaint, the police have taken this action. And we are just waiting outside the magistrate's residence so that we will try to capture visuals of Mr. Varadarajan being taken to the Pulal prison. But here emotions are running high. All the journalists have gathered here, and they are extremely angry over the government's action, because the government has nothing to do with the family dispute and a company's dispute, but the government has allegedly arrested on false charges. That is what journalist organizations and senior journalists and others claim at this point in time. So we will have to wait and see how the drama unfolds here from now, Evelyn.
All right, thanks very much indeed, Shabir, for joining us with those details at the ground level. Now, just days after an active mobile phone was seized from Rajiv Gandhi's assassin, Nalini Sriharan's cell, the Tamil Nadu government today disclosed details of the calls allegedly made by the convict. It is learned that Nalini made calls to the United Kingdom, Sri Lanka and many parts of Tamil Nadu.
Trouble seems to be brewing for 37-year-old Nalini Sriharan, and chances of her premature release appear to be getting bleaker with every passing day. The Q branch's probe reveals that Nalini was in possession of an active mobile phone for the past 1 year. The Airtel SIM card has recorded 4 incoming calls and 12 sent messages. Nalini has dialed 18 calls, some to countries like the United Kingdom and Sri Lanka. 22 calls were made across Tamil Nadu and 5 calls to numbers belonging to Chennai, including her lawyer. However, Nalini's lawyers say she has not violated any prison rules and has not spoken over the phone at all.
நளினி இதுவரை என்னிடம் எந்த தொடர்பு கொள்ளும் போதெல்லாம் தந்தி அடிப்பாங்க. ஏதாவது வர வேண்டியது அவசரம்னா உடனே ஸ்டார்ட் இமிடியேட்லி அப்படின்ற தந்தி அடிப்பாங்களே வெளிய அந்த தந்தியின் மூலம் தான் நான் இதுவரை அவங்கள போய் சந்திச்சிருக்கேன்.
The SIM card 9629998835 is registered under the name of Ravi. The focus now is to nab the owner of the SIM card. Police sources say that the investigation is at the preliminary stages and they've approached the service provider for more details. But still several questions remain unanswered. How was the cell phone sneaked into such a high security prison? Why did this shocking seizure come just days after Nalini lodged 3 complaints against prison officials for harassing her? And why have neither the police nor the government reacted to the harassment charges made by Nalini? In Chennai with Shabir Ahmed, Jay Santosh for NDTV-HINDU.
In other news, making the headlines with 4 more prosecution witnesses turning hostile in the Kanchi temple murder case, looks like the case is growing continuously weaker. 4 of the 5 prosecution witnesses were examined today by Special Public Prosecutor NDTV-HINDU and they contradicted their earlier statement to the police. NDTV-HINDU declared them hostile. Of the 24 accused, 14 including the prime accused failed to turn up before the court today and separate petitions citing reasons for their absence were filed by their counsels. A total of 50 prosecution witnesses of the 83 have turned hostile in this case. The hearing has now been adjourned to the 17th and the 18th of June.
Nearly 100 witnesses have been examined and nearly half of the witnesses have been turned hostile. Even though the total number of witnesses are 370 in this case, only 100 witnesses have been examined and remaining 270 witnesses are to be examined. Some of the most important witnesses are going to be examined in the coming hearings. And at this stage we cannot say that it appears to be case has become weak. It is not so. We cannot say that case is not weak.
The Supreme Court has issued notices to 6 ministers in Tamil Nadu and a former minister. The notices follow a petition which challenged a trial court's decision to let them off in corruption cases. All of them belong to the DMK party. The ministers are Durai Murugan, MRK Paneer Selvam, KN Nehru, Periyaswamy, KOC Mani and Veerapandi Arumugam. It also includes S. Raghupati, who is a former central minister. Corruption cases were filed against the ministers in 2003 when the DMK party's main rival J. Jayalalitha was chief minister of the state. A group of advocates loyal to Jayalalitha's AIADMK filed a petition against the ministers. In news from the IPL controversy, which has taken so many twists and turns of late, Shashi Tharoor's friend Sunanda Pushkar, whose name is one of the stakeholders of the Kochi IPL team started the controversy, has spoken out ever since the news first broke. Sunanda has been the victim of scrutiny by the media. In an interview to Tehelka magazine, she says, "What does my private life have to do with the IPL? I met Tharoor 2 years ago. We got along immediately. We're certainly close now, but that closeness developed less than 5 months ago. I'm proud to know Tharoor. He's a good and honest man. There were 3 people in politics that really created hope for millions of Indians across the world, and they are Manmohan Singh, Rahul Gandhi, and Shashi Tharoor." Well, serious allegations that matches were fixed during the second season of the Indian Premier League add to concerns that Indian cricket is skidding towards an apocalypse now. Sources confirmed to NDTV that 27 cricketers are being investigated for match fixing during IPL 2. In a report submitted to the Finance Ministry, income tax officials discuss allegations of betting involving IPL Commissioner Lalit Modi. The owners of different IPL teams have expressed their unhappiness with reports of match fixing. They want clarifications as soon as possible. Well, the Indian Premier League controversy lent itself to the Parliament as well this morning. The opposition targeted Sharad Pawar and Praful Patel in Parliament in the Lok Sabha today, while the BJP demanded a joint parliamentary committee to investigate the IPL controversy. The left said that no political person should be shielded if involved with the IPL scam. The Finance Minister Pranab Mukherjee, meanwhile, did not rule out a joint parliamentary inquiry and said that concerned departments will carry on raids. And post this row in the Parliament, the IPL CEO, Sundar Raman, was at the IT office after summons from the IT department. Sources say that he clarified the email from Praful Patel to Tharoor, and sources also say that Raman says information was given on Tharoor's request. The entire IPL row has overshadowed the current season of the IPL, now just 2 days away from its final. While continuing with the battle between Shashank Manohar and Lalit Modi, many BCCI officials had planned to boycott the IPL awards functions despite their presence in Mumbai for the IPL finals. The decision is supposedly an act of solidarity to the BCCI chief and a move against Lalit Modi. IPL team owners are also reportedly in two minds about sending their players to the awards. Although some of their owners are slated to perform at the event, the IT department will be closely observing the event to monitor the money spent on it. And event management and telecast contracts will also be looked into. Director Karan Johar will host that show, coupled with performances by team owners Shah Rukh Khan and Preeti Zinta. Now, it's going to be a grand finale, a face-off between MS Dhoni and Sachin Tendulkar. Mumbai Indians will face our own Chennai Super Kings in the final IPL match in Mumbai this Sunday. The match on Sunday is the talk of the town, the subject matter in an elevator, at coffee shops, and even on Facebook and other social networking sites. That is an indication of the excitement building up right here in Chennai. In fact, astrologers are all in a mood to predict the match. Our colleague Pir Muhammad met an astrologer, Kaliyur Narayanan, who brings us a prediction into the final face-off between Chennai and Mumbai. So what will the prediction for the DLF IPL 3 finals be like? Let's find out.
It is very heartening to speak about Chennai Super Kings, that we are going to be the winners this time. And there is no doubt, horoscopically speaking, that Chennai's have got a better edge than the Mumbai's. So naturally, this time, analyzing the individual horoscope of Tendulkar as well as Dhoni, I find Dhoni has got definitely a better scope of quenching this opportunity, and he will definitely win over this match, and Chennai will wear the crown. No doubt, Tendulkar has got a very superior horoscope. Unfortunately, this time, he has got the 10th of Saturnic constellation, which do not speak very high about his rating success. And as far as Dhoni's horoscope is concerned, he is now on the outgoing influence of 7th of Saturn. So naturally, outgoing influence of 7th of Saturn, the more it has toiled and suffered him in the past years, should give him the double dividends, and that time has now come in.
Well, it's not just astrologers. We've also been receiving feedback from the viewers on the match between Chennai Super Kings and the Deccan Chargers. S. Venugopal, a viewer who watched the match, had sent us his own review post the match. He says, good teamwork will bring positive results. Chennai Super Kings bowled and fielded like the wounded tiger and put Deccan Chargers in a spot. Dhoni, the man behind the wicket, led the team in an admirable manner and operated very effectively, and Deccan Chargers lost their top order even before they could reach 50 runs. Let us know what you think as well. You can mail us your views to feedback@ndtv-hindu.com or send us an SMS to 9941322222. Well, still ahead, if you didn't get to watch last night's match, no fear, the scribble on your wall brings home all the IPL action.